Thanks for tuning in to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. This is Clint Payne. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm broadcasting live from Morgan High School, home of the Trojans. It's senior night here at Morgan High School. Big Region 11 rivalry game between your Bear River Bears and the Morgan Trojans. A lot of bad blood here. I've said this before. This is a relatively young rivalry compared to, Logan, Box Elder, some of the, old rivalries that exist between Bear River and their other schools. But I'll tell you what, this one does not lack fire. Both sets of fans truly, I think, hate each other. I mean, once you're off the court, it's fine. But boy, you come to a Bear River Morgan game, and it not only is it a street fight out on the hardwood, but it's a street fight in the stands sometimes. Vice principal from Morgan was telling us guys up here before the game that exact thing. It says it's so funny. Our fans just really get after each other. He says, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, look at these Bear River fans. And I look over and he says, the Morgan fans are doing the same thing. So that's what makes a rivalry fun. Both communities vested in the rivalry. Both communities, players want to beat each other. In fact, it's funny how much harder this Morgan team plays when they play Bear River. Logan played them a couple weeks ago and just rolled them up to the tune of 30-plus points. But you know what? That doesn't happen when they play Bear River. They come out here ready to play, and they're going to give Bear River their best shot. This is a game the Bears should win, and most definitely can win. But you just never know the kind of effort Morgan gives when a rivalry game is on the line. Things just get crazy with these type of games. But again, game Bears should and really should win. Bears 13-7 on the year, 4-3 in region. The Morgan Trojans 7-12, 2-4 in region. They're coached by Brad Matthews. It was his second year here. He was an assistant for old Coach Wiscombe for a long time here, the coach that was at Morgan for forever. And then he was a girls coach as well, but then came back over here to be the head varsity coach when Jim Wiscombe retired. And Wiscombe had quite the pedigree. He won 2 state championships as a coach and won 1 as a player. He was the point guard on Morgan's first state championship team, and then he took the won 2 in a row with the Miles boys. Those were good Morgan basketball teams. Morgan Bear River had quite the showdown. In fact, Morgan beat Bear River in the state title at the one season when Bubba Miller was a senior, and that was tough. They'd split during the regular season, and Morgan got him in the state title. Again, this is a game that the Bears really should win. The Bears had that little 2-game slide against Juan Diego and Logan, in which were heartbreakers. That Juan Diego game, they lost 53-50 at Juan Diego with the shot on the buzzer, and then the Logan game at home, they lost 76-71. If you tuned in, you know exactly how I felt about it, how Coach Hunt felt about it, and how anybody else in the stands felt about the way that game went down. But again, they lost that one 76-71. We thought, Ben Loman's coming to town, should be a win. Let's see how the Bears respond emotionally after a big game like that Logan game. Bears came out and rolled Ben Lomond up, took care of business 77-43, and that was a fun one. Bear fans. Tristan Hartfeld led the way with 24. Bridger Buse had 20. Again, a very, very fun basketball game to watch the Bears just take care of business. Now we'll see how the Bears come out tonight. Again, Morgan plays us tough. The freshmen lost, the sophomores lost, and the JV were 19-0 going into the game tonight, and guess what? They're 19-1. Morgan beat the JV and beat them soundly. Morgan shot lights out. I don't know how many threes they hit, but it was 16 or 17. I would wager. I think it was at least 15. I mean, and everybody on Morgan was knocking those threes down, and that was the Bears' demise. And plus, the Bears seemed a little out of sync, not playing quite as emotionally tough and emotionally vested as Coach Hunt would like them, especially on the defensive end. That's the one thing. This JV group, and obviously there's some juniors that play varsity as well, but this JV group that's been so solid all year, that's the one area I think they really need to improve in. They're great offensively. They're efficient offensively. They have shooters. They can attack the hoop, but they need to get tougher defensively. And defensively, they're just probably not where they need to be, and that's going to have to. That just comes with, again, defense is played right here in the heart. That's where that comes from, and they'll get it. It's just a matter of time. I mean, again, their offensive game is amazing. They were undefeated on the season, and they just need to get a little stronger defensively. And I have no doubt that they'll get there, and Coach Hunt will get them there. So again, Bear versus Morgan tonight. These Morgan Trojans, they are they are led statistically by it's Dallin Stanford and Cade Russell. Russell, the sophomore, is a heck of a basketball player. He can put it on the floor. He can shoot it. Good player. He's a 5'11 sophomore. They list him at 5'11, but that might be a little bit generous. He may be standing on the Morgan County and Summit County phone books to get that 5'11, but he's averaging 10.1 points a game. Dallin Stanford, 6'2 senior. Stanford's averaging 10.8 points a game and 5.3 rebounds. Then you've got their big man Brock Spence. He's averaging 7.5. Trevor Rose is averaging 9 points a game, and he did a ton of damage against the Bears last time they faced Morgan. Rose went off for 20 points, had several threes, and then Cade Russell had 13. In the first matchup, the Bears won at home, but it wasn't easy. 55-50. Every time Bear River would throw a punch, Morgan seemed to have the counter punch. So we'll see what happens and transpires tonight. In the first game, the Bears were paced by Mike Litchford with 19. Jake Daly, sophomore, came up big with a couple big threes. He had 10. And Tristan Hartfeld had 9. Tristan Hartfeld just on a lights-out shooting streak right now, Bear fans. I mean, literally, he has been lights-out good from three-point line. He's 15 of his last 20, I do believe, from three-point line. Again, I said that right, 15 for his last 20. Tristan has been unbelievable in the last few games shooting from deep. Mike Litchford's been in a little bit of a funk. We'll see if he can get that sorted out. He sat out most of the game against Ben Lomond, came back and played pretty solid. Played pretty solid, but then against Juan Diego and Logan, he struggled. Litchford leads his team in scoring with 14.1. Tristan Hartfeld second with 13.4. 13.4 points. Tristan averaging 5.4 assists, which is clearly head and shoulders above everybody else in 3A. And here's just a couple of stats. After breaking and having that stress fracture his foot early in the season, he's been on fire his last 3 games. In his last 2 games, like I said, he's 15 of 19. Let me correct myself. 15 and 19, 78.9%. He's averaging in his last 3 games, averaging 22.3 points and 9.6 assists a game, Bear fans. That is crazy. The real key to this game tonight is who's going to step up and help Tristan Hartfeld. Is it going to be Bridger Buse? Is it going to be Mike Litchford? Or is it going to be both of them? Or is it going to be someone else? Bears need somebody else to come up big for them, whether that's Bridger or Mike or a combination, or Gunnar Sorensen, who had a huge game against Logan. We'll see who it is, Bear fans, but somebody else has got to help Tristan Hartfeld out. He's been playing lights out. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with this tip-off here in just a couple of minutes here. We're going to hold on until they get ready to do the national anthem. I thought we were ready to rock and roll with that national anthem, but it doesn't appear so. So we're just going to hit you up with a couple of more statistics here. Again, Tristan, I gave you Tristan and Mike's. The third leading scorer on this team, Bridger Buse, he is averaging 8.7 points a game. Gunnar Sorensen 7.6, Nate Daly 4.6. Leading rebounder for this team is Nate Daly with 5.2. Gunnar Sorensen averaging 4.6 boards. Tristan with 3.4 boards. And Buse and Tristan, again, great defenders. And you know what? They're going to need to be great defenders. Last time the Bears played Morgan in that close game, Morgan hit, let me count these up. I think they hit 9 threes. I'm going to give you a quick count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 threes. That's correct. So Bears are going to have to close out on shooters. Hey, Bear fans, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back with the tip-off. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bears. This is Clint Payne. Appreciate you tuning in. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back, Bear River basketball fans. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. This is Clint Payne. It's time for the starting lineups for both teams. Your Bears travel down here to Morgan County to take on Region 11 rival, the Morgan Trojans. Starters for your Bear River Bears. Number 11, a 5'10 senior, Bridger Buse. Number 15, a 6-foot junior, Gunnar Sorensen. Number 20, a 6'3 senior, Nate Daly. Number 23, a 6'4 junior, Mike Litchford. And number 25, a 5'9 senior, Tristan Hartfeld. And Tristan, again, Bear fans, he is on an amazing 3-game streak. Let's see if Tristan can keep that going. Let's see who's going to step up and help Tristan. Is it going to be Mike? Is it going to be Nate Daly, Gunnar? Is it going to be a combination of all of them? Bears are going to need a little bit of everybody tonight. tonight. This is going to be an emotional game. Just found out here tonight, this is very unfortunate news. The Stredbeck boy, Josh Stredbeck, his brother graduated last year. Josh Stredbeck is a sophomore. His younger brother, Landon Stredbeck, who plays basketball against my son, he's a seventh grader here at Morgan junior or middle school or intermediate school, whatever you call that. But Landon Stredbeck, he passed away here a couple of weeks ago. He had a long bout with cancer, and a great basketball player, just like his brothers, and that is very, very unfortunate. All the Morgan players wearing have an LS penciled on their arm, and wish the Stredbeck family the best in this tough time. That's terrible. Anytime you lose anyone to cancer, let alone a 13-year-old boy in the prime of his life. So thoughts and prayers go out to this Morgan fan base and the Stredbeck family in particular. But yet, let's go win a basketball game, Bear fans. Starters for the Morgan Trojans: number 2, Braxton Ovard, a 5'10" senior; number 21, Spencer Larson, a 5'10" senior. Looks like they're going with all their seniors. Number 25, Brock Spence, a 6'4" senior. Number 11, Matthew Pace, a 6'2" senior. And who did I miss there? Oh, number 4, a 6' senior, Caden Butterfield. The Morgan Trojans are coached by Brad Matthews. They're 7-12 on the season, 2-4 in region play. Second year coach Matthews is. Bears are coached by Coach Scott Hunt, joined on the bench by Coach Gary Huber, Coach Ryan Hanna, Coach Devin Kidman. And we are ready to rock and roll, Bear fans. Packed house here at Morgan High School. The Bears are in their visiting reds trimmed in black and white. Morgan in their home whites trimmed in maroon. Bears are going to be working from left to right on your radio dial. Jumping center court for the Bears is Mike Litchford. Jumping center court for the Trojans is Brock Spence. Now we are ready to rock and roll, Bear fans. Ball's in the air. Litchford wins the tip into the backcourt to Tristan. This game is brought to you tonight by Big O Tires. Big O, the team you trust. Tristan, hippity hop dribble, crosses the timeline. Picked up by Spencer Larson. Down low to cutting Nate Daly. Knocked out of his hand by number 2, Braxton Ovard. They're going to call the foul on Ovard. First personal on Ovard. First team foul on the Trojans here tonight. Going to be Beaver basketball under their own hoop here. Nate Daly to trigger. Nate Daly slaps the ball to start the play. Looking, he's got nobody. Kicks it out here by the timeline to Buse. Knocked down by Spencer Larson. Spencer Larson, fabulous football player, Bear fans. Great little running back. Left wing, Tristan Hartfelt. Back to Buse. Buse fakes, back to Tristan. Tristan shooting almost 79% from 3 his last 3 games. It's phenomenal. Tristan Hartfelt, right wing, Buse. Buse fakes the 3 into the corner of Nate Daly. Skip past Tristan. He's going to get a clean look. Splash. Keep it going, Tristan Hartfelt for 3. Gives the Bears a 3-0 lead here to start the game. Ovard brings it across the timeline for Morgan. Goes right wing to Caden Butterfield. Butterfield, backdoor cut to Dallin Stanford. Stanford up and in for 2. A leading scorer for the Trojans, Dallin Stanford. Morgan runs a good motion set there to get Stanford an easy look. Morgan going to trap here. Tristan crosses the timeline, picks his dribble up, and he's fouled. Yeah, he's fouled. They want the travel. Morgan's coaches want the travel. They're not going to get the travel. See who that was on. It looks like it's on Ovard. Oh no, I apologize. That is on Spencer Larson, his second team foul. Bridger Buse with the ball, hands to Tristan Hartfelt. Bears lead 3-2, 6:52 here in the first. Into the corner to Gunner from Buse. Gunner, high post to Mike. Litchford out to Tristan, another 3. Short, you can see it, air ball. Didn't get anything on that. He just kind of smiles, and a chance from the air ball come out of the student section. No problem, Hartfelt says. He'll get the next one. 3, that's what good shooters do. 3-2, Bears lead, 6:34 left here in the first. Right wing, Caden Butterfield. Butterfield, a little screen and roll with Stanford in the corner to Spence. Spence guarded by Nate Daly. Nowhere to go, kicks it back out to Butterfield. Butterfield hands to Ovard. Ovard going to start the offense. In the corner to right corner to Dallin Stanford. Stanford straight away to Spencer Larson. Larson gets it to Ovard, left wing to Spence straight away. Stolen by Buse. Buse comes out of there and about trips. Buse pulls the ball back out wisely, going to reset the O. Hands to Tristan. Morgan playing with a lot of intensity here, Bear fans. This is electric atmosphere. This gym is full. Right wing to Gunner. Into the corner to Nate. Nate double team. Nate gets it to Litchford. Litchford's going to attack Spence up and in. Litchford, that is all day long if he gets that kind of position on Spence. Gives the Bears a 5-2 lead. Ovard gets the call for the Morgan Trojans from Coach Brad Matthews. Barks out the orders. Tristan picks him up at half court. Ovard tries to cross Tristan over, going nowhere. Spends, high post, gives to Butterfield. Butterfield guarded by Litchford out beyond the 3-point line. Hands it to, that's Butterfield. Butterfield walks, and they get him for the travel? Yeah, they got him for the travel. Turnover on the Trojans. Going to be Bear River basketball. Bears lead 5-2 here. 5:31 left in the first quarter. Got a little stop in the action here while Gunnar Sorensen ties his shoe. Tristan into Bridger. Morgan in a trap look here. Tristan comes up the right sideline over the top to Bridger, and Bridger's going to cross the timeline. Back to Tristan. Tristan fakes to Gunnar and comes out back by the timeline, reset the O. Morgan looking to trap, goes to Bridger. Left wing, Bridger back to Tristan. Bears lead 5-2. 5:11 left in the first. Right wing, Buse. Straight away, Tristan. Left wing, Nate Dowley. Dowley surveys back to Tristan. High post, Litch. They're swatting at Litchford. He kicks it back out to Nate Dowley. Morgan playing very, very aggressive. A 1-3-1 now. Should get looks in the corner. Nate Dowley fakes the three, goes down low to Gunnar and throws it right through Gunner's hands and out of bounds. That's probably one you got to catch. It might have been a little high, but hit you in both hands. You got to pull her down. Turnover on the Bears. The Bears lead 5-2. 4:52 left here in the first. Morgan basketball. Morgan working right to left on their radio dial. Braxton Ovard crosses the timeline, goes left to Brock Spence. Spence guarded by Dowley. And we have a foul away from the ball. Illegal screen. That's a moving pick there on Morgan. And it was on Ovard. Second on Ovard. Third team foul on the Trojans. I'm sure you're going to see Cade Russell coming in. Here comes Russell. Second leading scorer on this team. 5'11 sophomore. He can handle it. He can shoot it. Good looking player. Again, they listed him at 5'10 and that, or 5'11, and he's be extremely lucky to be 5'11. Tristan breaks the press, goes in the corner to Dowley. Dowley skip past to Buse. Buse down low to Gunnar. Gunnar, right corner, down low. Nate Dowley, oh, beautiful. Nate Dowley's fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot two. Almost converted the three-point play, but not quite. Brock Spence gets the foul. First one on him. That's the way you beat a 1-3-1. A little 1-3-1 trap there in the corners. Fourth team foul on the Trojans. Nate Dowley going to go to the free throw line and shoot two. Big Nate, leading rebounder on this team, toes the charity stripe. Nate puts the first one up, and it's good. Nate Dowley, good free throw shooter, especially during crunch time. Hey, Bear fans, if you're looking for a new Buick, Cadillac, GMC, or Chevrolet, look no further than Crump Reese Motor Company in Tremont. They're different in a good way. Get in there and talk to Kobe and his friendly staff. Nate misses the second one. Had a lane violation. It was him that was the shooter that crossed the line. So lane violation on Nate. Bears have a 6-2 lead, makes 1-2. Cade Russell crosses the timeline, goes to the left to Caden Butterfield. Butterfield down to Stanford. Stanford low to Spence. Spence left-handed layup and in. Got a good position on Nate Dowley and scored it. Tristan. Over the top of the press to Bridger. Bridger crosses the timeline back to Tristan. Trevor Rose checked into the game. Rose, a good shooter. Out to Buse, two on the way from Buse. Foot was on the line, rattles out. Then Gunnar comes down with it. Gunnar tries to turn around, shoot it. It's blocked. I think that was Butterfield that got it. Butterfield out in front, pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Good for Butterfield. That's a tie game. Bear fans just like that. Morgan ties it up. 6-6. Tristan quickly across the timeline. Into the corner to Gunnar. Gunnar fakes the shot straight away to Buse. Buse to Tristan. Tristan fakes the three. Goes down low to Gunnar. Gunnar reverse layup. Misses. And who's going to come out of there with it? Spence does. Him and Litchford fight for it. Spence hands to Cade Russell. Russell quickly up the right sideline for the Trojans. Attacks. Floater in the lane. A little teardrop. He got it. Cade Russell for two. Coach Hunt says, I want a timeout. You guys need some more intensity. Morgan on a little bit of a run here. We have a timeout on the court, and that is a 30-second timeout. Bears trail the Morgan Trojans with 3:24 here left in the first. 8-2-6. Bears got out to that quick lead and quickly gave it up, and Coach Hunt not happy about that, Bear fans. Hey, while Coach Hunt's getting things straight with his cagers out here, we need to let you know that if you need any repair work on your family's trailer, not sure who to take it to, well, not anymore. See C&R Trailer Sales in Tremont, 257-1308. And next time you go to Taco Time in Tremont, try one of their taco salads, but be sure to get Atwood's famous ranch dressing on top. There's nothing better. It's this good, only at Taco Time. Out of the timeout, you Bears trail the Morgan Trojans here in Morgan, 8-2-6, 3:24 left in the first quarter. Again, Morgan looks like right now they're just playing with more intensity. On the court for the Bears, Bridger Buse, Tristan Hartfeld, Nate Dowley, Mike Litchford, and Gunnar Sorensen. So it's the starters. Ball into Tristan. Rose trying to trap Tristan. Tristan across the timeline and in the corner to Gunnar. Gunnar goes baseline, nowhere to go. Hands it down to Litchford. Litchford out to Tristan. Three on the way. Bang. Tristan Hartfeld, ridiculous. He's 2 for 3 here. He's got 6. Bears lead 9-8. Bears lead 9-8 after that three. 9-8 game. There's the backdoor cut to Spence. Gunnar Sorensen read that, came from the weak side, picked it off, turnover on the Trojans. Tristan out front, skip pass to Buse, bounce, skip pass, and pretty pass. Over the top, Tristan, he's going to get a look at another three. Give me all three. Give me three more, Tristan Hartfeld. He's got 9. 3 for 4 on threes. The hot streak continues. Bears lead 12-8. When Tristan Hartfeld, red hot, Bear fans. Unbelievable shooting here. He was 15 of his last 19 before this. Now he is, 18 of his last 24? Or 23, I apologize. 18 of his last 23. Tristan Hartfeld gets Rose stuck in the corner and pokes the ball out of his hands. Going to be Morgan basketball, getting the Bears lead 12-8. 2:26 here left in the first. Going to be Morgan basketball. Caden Butterfield inbound for the Trojans, throwing it under his own hoop. Morgan with a little box look here. Into Spence, out to Russell. Russell guarded by Buse. Russell around the back dribble on Buse. Getting Russell, good ball handler, very quick, tries to go left, and they said Buse reached. First foul on Bridger. First personal foul on or first team foul on the Bears. First personal on Bridger. Going to be Morgan basketball right here in front of the Bears bench. We have a substitution. Here comes Josh Stredbeck into the game. Stredbeck in for Caden Butterfield. Josh Stredbeck, a left-hander, very good shooter. Stay with him. Good from deep. He likes to, not going to take you off the dribble, but he is going to shoot the three. Cade Russell guarded by Buse. Russell behind the back dribble. Step back three. No good. And ball spot 4. And who's it going off of? It goes off Morgan. There's a scrum underneath. It looked like a rugby scrum underneath the hoop. It's going to be Bear basketball. Tristan Hartfeld to inbound. Tristan goes to Gunnar. Gunnar back to Buse. He hands it to Tristan. Morgan looking to trap. Tristan's got her to get across the timeline. He does. Tristan putting on a dribbling clinic. Goes to Gunnar baseline. Gunnar attacks. Up in. Nice. Beautiful move by Gunnar Sorensen. First bucket of the game for Gunnar. Gives the Bears a 14-8 lead after the timeout. Boy, Bear River looks enthused now. Bear River on an 8-0 run here after the timeout. Straight away to Spence. Big man thinks about 3, thinks better. Goes to Cade Russell, left wing. And we have a moving screen. Another moving screen on the Trojans. See if that was on Spence. Spence says me and points to his chest and says, yeah, that was on you. And now a technical on Brock Spence. So we have a personal on Brock Spence, and now we have a technical on Brock Spence. So Spence, senior, is going to be coming to the bench after the personal and the technical. It's going to be the 16th foul here on the Trojans. Third foul on Spence. Tristan Hartfeld going to go to the free throw line, shoots technical free throws. Coach Hunt going to gather everybody else up here. Tristan toes the charity stripe here. First one's on the way, and get in there. Rattles home. Tristan's got 10 here in the early going. Gives the Bears a 15-8 lead. 1:44 left here in the first quarter. Tristan's second technical free throw up and in. Tristan's got 11. Gives the Bears a 16-8 lead. Again, Bears now on a 10-0 run out of that timeout. Well, that was a well-planned timeout by Coach Hunt, and that occurred in a little less than 2 minutes. The Bears have won on this 10-0 run. And great job here by the Bears boys basketball team. Responded from an 8-6 deficit. And now we have another technical foul on the bench. We got Coach Brad Matthews with the technical. He didn't like something, so he let him know about it. Tristan Hartfeld back to the charity stripe to shoot 2 more. So Spence had something he didn't like, and the coach had something he didn't like. Tristan's technical free throw up and in. So Tristan 3 for 3 on technical free throws here in the early going. 17-8 game. Second one also good. Makes it 18-8 game. Bears on a 12-0 run here, and Tristan has 13 points here in the first quarter for Tristan Hartfeld. Nate Daly going to inbound after the technical. His second technical, one on Brock Spence and one on Coach Brad Matthews. Going to be Bear River basketball. Official's going to call the coach out here, or the other official out. They're going to talk some things over here. Not sure what they're going to confer about. Tristan going to come over to the bench here to talk to Coach Gary Huber and Coach Scott Hunt, giving them a little last-minute advice here. Going to be Bear River basketball. 1:27 left here in the first quarter. Bears lead 18-8. Getting Bears on a 12-0 run in the last 2 minutes. They're going to reset the clock to 1:42. That's what they were talking about. From 1:27 to 1:42. Tristan Hartfeld in the backcourt. Bears working left to right. Bears with an 18-8 lead here at Morgan. Tristan down the right sideline. Into the corner to Buse. Buse thinks about the three, thinks better. Out front to Litch. Litch down low to Nate. Nate to Gunner. Oh, beautiful passing up and in. Wow, what a dime by Nate Dowling. And Morgan's got to have a timeout. That's Gunner's second bucket. Bears in command here, 20-8 lead. And we'll wait and see if that's a full timeout. And it is a full timeout, Bear fans, so we'll take that. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bearville Bears. Bears lead 20-8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right. Out of the timeout, your Bears lead 20-8. Morgan basketball. Bears on a 14-0 run here to end the first quarter. 1:19 left in the first. See if the Bears can add to that 20-8 lead. Bears looking very, very sharp. Josh Stredbeck fakes the three. Attacks. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. He got it. Stredbeck's first bucket. Breaks that Bearver run. 20-10 now your Bears lead. Morgan can continue to press. Bearver can make them pay for pressing. Litchford walks. That's a travel on Litch. Makes the jumper, but he walked first. Going to be Morgan basketball again. 20-10, Bears lead. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bears playing some inspired basketball. They went down 8-6, and then thanks to a couple technicals from Morgan, Bears kind of ballooned that lead out. And the Bears again playing with a lot of intensity. Stredbeck, right wing. Nowhere to go. Gunner cut him off. Goes to Cade Russell. Buse goes for the steal. Russell pulls up three. Good. Got it. Russell got it. That's 5. Coach Hunt not happy about that. Makes it a 20-13 game. 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Morgan continues to press. And Tristan gets his pocket picked by Russell, but they said it was a foul. Looked like a foul from here. And they call a foul on, let's see, Cade Russell. It's going to be his first 17 foul, so Tristan going to go to the free throw line to shoot one end. Tristan toes the charity stripe. Front end on the way, got it. Tristan Hartfeld shoots almost 89 and some change from the free throw line. He's not the guy you want to foul and send to the free throw line. Bears lead 21-13 after the Hartfeld free throw. The second one's on the way. He got that one as well. Bears lead 22-13, 30 seconds left here. Tristan Hartfeld continues his hot streak, shooting the basketball very, very well, Bear fans. Bears lead 22-13, 19 seconds left. Cade Russell, way out by the timeline, guarded by Buse. Russell going to play for the last shot. Russell dribbles it off his foot, picks it back up, attacks, swings it out to Stredbeck. Stredbeck, nowhere to go, goes down low to number 12. That's Dallin Snyder, the junior who just checked in the game, and Snyder's fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. That's going to be on Tristan. First on Hartfeld. Second team foul here on the Bears. Snyder going to shoot 2. Snyder toes the charity stripe. First one on the way, no good. Back iron. Bears lead 22-13. 5 seconds left here in the first. Again, great first quarter by the Bears. Very efficient offensively. Second one on the way, no good also. Ball's loose, and Rose comes out of there with it. He's going to get a look here at the buzzer. No, he doesn't. He throws it to Stanford, and Stanford loses it. So with a half a second left, Bears will have a 22-13 lead going into the quarter break. Buse into Tristan. Tristan just going to let one heave, and it's short. So the end of the first quarter, the Bears lead Morgan 22-13. Tristan Hartfeld on fire, Bear fans. Hey, we're going to take a quick 1-minute break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bearville Bears. We'll be right back with the second quarter here at Morgan High School, home of the Trojans. We'll be right back, Bear fans. Gunnar Sorensen with 4, Nate Daly with 1, and Mike Litchford with 2. Again, Bears lead 22-13 at end of 1, Morgan basketball. And what's going on here? Cade Russell got the ball, and the officials blew it dead and stopped the clock here. Oh, you're going to say put 5 seconds back on? No, you couldn't. Oh, they run 5 seconds off. He said the clock got a good late start here. You're going to stop it again, I think, too. Oh, no, he let it run. Right wing, Stredbeck, Bears lead 22-13. Into the corner to Snyder. Snyder out to Caden Butterfield. Straight away to Russell. Right wing to Dallin Snyder, straight away to Russell. Russell trying to take Buse. Russell, good player. Kicks it out here to number 3, Tucker Skinner. First time we've seen Skinner. Coach Brad Matthews trying all kinds of combinations to see what will work against this Bearville basketball team. Russell, straight away to Butterfield. Butterfield takes Litchford, pull-up jumper, no good. And nobody wants the ball. It's loose, and there's a scrum here. Is it going to be on Bear River? Foul going to be on Nate Daly, it looks like, possibly. And it is. Foul's on Nate Daly. First on Nate, third team foul of the half here on the Bears. Going to be Morgan basketball. Fredbeck inbounds to Butterfield. Butterfield, nowhere to go, picks his dribble up, guarded by Nate Daly, out to Russell. Russell, guarded by Buse. Left wing to Butterfield. Butterfield's got a little screen and roll going, and they call a foul on Litchford. That's a dumb foul on Litchford. He had Dallin Snyder, and Litchford just hit him with his forearm. Stupid foul by Litch. Those are the kind of fouls that Litchford needs to get away from committing. First on Litchford. Fourth team foul on the Bears. Going to be Morgan basketball. Caden Peterson in for the first time here. Peterson inbounds to Russell, and he throws it away. Wow, bad pass by Caden Peterson. Caden Peterson had a great game against the JV against our Bearver JV team. He had at least 5 threes. After the turnover, going to be Bearver basketball right here in front of their own bench. Bridger Buse can throw it in. We have not seen a substitution yet for the Bears. It's the starters. They went the entire first quarter. Tristan Hartfeld in the backcourt picks up the call from Coach Hunt. Tristan right wing to Gunner. Gunner into the right corner to Nate. Nate skip pass to Tristan. 3 on the way. Ooh, just rattles out. That was close. Rebounded by Tucker Skinner. It looked good when it left his hand, Bear fans, and it just kind of rattled around and popped out. Skinner into the corner to Caden Peterson. Caden Peterson dribbles the middle of court, nowhere to go. Hands to Dallin Snyder. Snyder doesn't want anything to do with the ball out there. He gets it to Russell. Russell left-hander. Around his back and into the backcourt, and that's over and back. Caden Russell getting pretty fancy with the basketball. Going to be Bearver basketball after the turnover. Bears lead 22-13. We're about a minute and a half in here in the second quarter. Tristan goes back to Buse. Buse in the backcourt. Buse dribbles down the left sideline. Hence Tristan. Tristan down low to Litch and right through Litchford's hands. Out in the corner to Nate Daly. Litchford saves it. Nate Daly skip past Buse. Out in front. He hands it back to Tristan. Bears going to reset. Tristan gets the call from Coach Hunt. Tristan relays the play here. Bears going to get set. Again, Coach Hunt loves the half-court sets. He's got a million of them. Right wing to Buse. Morgan in a 1-3-1 defense. Straight away to Tristan. Tristan high post Litch. Litch turnaround jumper. No good. Back iron. Tipped out of there. Buse comes away. Buse attacks the hoop. Misses. And Litchford up and in. Litchford with the offensive rebound. Litch's second bucket of the game. If you're just joining us, Bear fans, the Bears lead 24-13, 5:43 left till half. Great first quarter by the Bears. In fact, Tristan Hartfeld had 15 of the Bears' 22 in the first quarter. He outscored Morgan by himself, 15-13. 3 on the way from Russell, and sophomore got it. Boy, he's got a quick shot. It's a set shot, but he just lets it loose. Russell's got 8 for the Trojans. He's keeping the Trojans in this thing. 24-16, Bears lead. Tristan Hartfeld walks it across the timeline. High post Gunner back to Tristan. 3 on the way from Tristan. Good, he got it. That's, you know when you're shooting good. It comes off the front iron, back iron, front iron, and down. Tristan's got 18. Bears lead 27-16 after a Hartfeld 3. Russell. Oh, Litchford with the steal. Litchford gets fouled by Caden Butterfield. Litchford anticipating and grabs the steal out front. Big man coming out and doing work. 18 foul on the, or 19 foul on the Trojans. That's going to be the first personal on Butterfield. Litchford going to go to the free throw line, shoot one end. Litch, pretty good free throw shooter. Litchford toes the charity stripe. Here comes the front end, Bear fans. And get in there. Litchford got it. It rattled in. Litchford's got 5. Hey, Bear fans, get into Kent's Market. They've remodeled their store to better serve you. Come and see what they've done to the store and check out the bakery and deli. It's the best in northern Utah. Second one from Litchford, good also. Gives the Bears a 29-16 lead. Bears playing good basketball. Bears going to run a little press here and a little X trap on the Trojans. Skinner breaks the trap into the corner to Peterson. Peterson out to Rose. Rose, first shot of the game. He got it. Boy, he shoots well against the Bears. He had 4 threes, I think, last time they played. He had 20 points, well above his season average. Makes it a 10-point Bearver lead, 29-19. Tristan walks it across the timeline. Tristan's got 18 here in a quarter and a half. Straight away to Gunner. Gunner, right wing to Buse. Buse, left wing to Daly. Nate Daly surveys, looks high post to Litch, gives it out to Tristan. Tristan, little screen with Daly, nothing doing. Right wing Gunner. Bears taking a little time. Knocked into the backcourt by Tucker Skinner. Tristan retrieves it. Tristan going to walk it across the timeline. Skinner's going to pick him up. out beyond the three-point line. He's coming way out here. Tristan in the corner to Buse. Buse to Litchford. Oh, beautiful. Litchford underneath the hoop, and he's fouled. You got to call the foul there. That could be on several Trojans. We'll wait and see who it's on. Looks like it's probably on number 11, Matthew Pace. No, they call it on 12. That's going to be on Dallin Snyder, first on Snyder. 10th team foul. That play is that's what we call a dribble. Utah State runs a dribble play. It's a back cut for the backside big man, or a little screen for the backside big man. He just rolls underneath it, and they drop it in from the corner. Litchford wide open. They had to foul him. Litchford with free throw up and in for Big Mike. First one is good. Gives the Bears a 30-19 lead here. Hey, Bear fans, if you have questions about home loan financing here in Box Elder County, make sure to give Jonathan Roberts at Envision Finance and Mortgage a call. 257-LOAN. Litchford's second one is also in. Into the game for the Bears, Marshall Pond coming out from Mike Litchford. Litchford had a good first half so far. Marshall Pond was walking a little gingerly in the JV game. We had a couple injuries. We got two Bears on crutches down here. Wyatt Jepson got hurt in the freshman game, and Easton Payne has a severe ankle sprain in the got it in the sophomore game. They took him to get x-rays, see if it was broken. It wasn't, so that's good news. Morgan basketball, right wing Snyder. Over here to the left to Trevor Rose. Rose guarded by Buse. Bears lead 31-19. Rose attacks middle of the court, and he's fouled by Buse. Buse got a hand in there. Buse thought he had all ball. Coach even said that. Coach Hunt says he's got all ball here. Going to be second on Bridger. 5th team foul. Going to be second on Bridger. Morgan basketball under their own hoop. Bears lead 31-19. Rose looking to throw it into Snyder. Nothing there. Throws it way out front here to Ovard. Ovard, left-handed dribble. To Stanford. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded by Buse. That was Dallin Stanford. Their leading score. He's got 2 here is all. Bears playing good D on him. Tristan, right wing, attacks. And ball stripped away from him. Good defense by Morgan. Stanford comes out of there with it. Hands it to Ovard. Ovard's going to attack left-handed. Scoop shot, no good. And there's going to be a jump ball. Yeah, jump ball. Nate Daly looked like he was going to come down with the board, and credit Dallin Snyder. He's playing with some good energy for Morgan. Snyder came and tied Nate Daly up. It's going to be Bear basketball in the alternating possession. Bears lead 31-19 here. 3:04 left until half. Coach Hunt really working this official right here. I like that. Coach Hunt giving him an earful, but now he's backed off. Tristan out front, hands to Bridger. Bridger straight away, goes right wing to Tristan. Rose coming way out on Tristan. They're in a straight 2-3 now. Skip past Tristan. That's what they call Reddick. Tristan pull-up jumper, good. Oh, wow. That's a 2. Tristan's got 20. Bear fans, he's got 20, and we have 2:35 left here in the first half. Ovard across the timeline. Crossover dribble. Tristan stays with him. He goes to Snyder. Marshall with Snyder. Mason Anderson going to come in for the first time. Mason back to number 24. I don't know. Some games Mason's 21. Some games he's 24. Stanford. Free throw jumper right off the kind of the left elbow there. It's good. Stanford's got 2 buckets. He makes a 33-21 Bear lead. 2:06 left here in this one. Tristan calls the set for the Bears. Dribbles over here by the scorer's table on the right into the corner to Buse. Buse down low to Pond. Ball stripped from Pond. Pond fights for it, and that's a jump ball. Marshall's got to get stronger than that. That one hit him in the hands, and Snyder just stuck a hand in there. Mason Anderson in. Nate Daly coming out. Litchford coming back in, I assume for Pond. Yeah, it is. Nate Daly giving some good minutes here in the early going. Getting hustle plays, things that don't show up on the stat sheet. Nate Daly is the king of those for this Bear basketball team. He's kind of the enforcer. Ovard, right wing to Rose. Rose guarded by Buse. Into the corner to Snyder. Snyder, stolen by Gunner. Great anticipation by Gunner. Gunner's going to get an easy layup. Up and in for Gunner Sorensen. A little Euro step around Matthew Pace, and nice finish by Gunner. Gives the Bears a 35-21 lead. 1:30 left here until half. Again, Bears playing very, very efficient basketball. High post stolen by Mason. Ovard has to foul him. And you almost could call that intentional. Ovard wrapped him up around the waist, but boy, Mason Anderson or Gunner, one of the two was going to get a clean look there. That's going to be the 3rd on Ovard, 10th team foul. Mason going to go to the free throw line to shoot the double bonus here. Mason Anderson back in jersey number 24 instead of 21 he's wore the last 2 weeks. I'll have to ask Coach why he changes that up. I don't know that answer to that. Mason, first one, good. Mason Anderson, nothing but net there. Beautiful shot by Mason. 36-21. Yeah, Yeah, Bears just pointed out to me, Bears are shooting fantastic from free throw line. I'll get that stat at half for you. Mason with the second one, it's also in. Gav Franck coming in for Bridger Buse. Gav Franck been playing great in the JV games. Nice to see Gav get some minutes. I'd love to see him get a bucket in a varsity game. Cade Russell across the timeline, picked up by Gav Franck. Russell gets the call from the sideline. Left-hander goes left. Oh, stolen by Sorensen. He's going to get a clean look here. And layup and in for Gunner. Gunner anticipating very well. Gunner's got 8. Bears lead balloons up to 39-21. 18-point lead, biggest it's been all night for the Bears. Turnover on the Trojans, unless a Bearver player got his hand in there. He did not. Bearver basketball. Rose tried to throw it to Dallin Stanford. Oh, and the official right here, both officials had pointed to the Bears, and this official's going to overturn it and say, yep, Morgan basketball. He's going to say Bearver got a hand on it. It's going to be Morgan basketball. 55.6 seconds left. Your Bears in total control here. 39-21. This is the energy we hoped they'd come out with. To cutting Cade Russell, and he's fouled by Gav Franck. Russell going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First on Gav. 16 foul here on the Bears. So Russell, the sophomore, he's going to go to the free throw line. He's got 8 here in the first half. Good little player. Hey, Bear fans, did you wake up to a Post cereal today? Whether it's Raisin Bran, Grape Nuts, Golden Crisp, or Honeycomb, it's a great start to your morning with the Post cereal. Produced right here in Tremont, and Russell's first one up and in. Russell's got 9. Makes it a 39-22 Bearver lead. Checking in the game for Morgan is number 21, Spencer Larson. Number 20, Larson coming in for number 12, that's Dallin Snyder. Morgan with a small lineup in here now. See if they can cause some, get a turnover on the Bears with that smaller lineup. Russell's second one is also good. 39-23. Litchford from Hartfeld. Why we have something that blew the whistle dead here, I'm not sure what we've got. That was an easy layup, and this official on the far side blew it dead because of a clock issue. They're not starting the clock. I mean, that was a beautiful, beautiful pass to Hartfeld on a cut to a cutting Mike Litchford. That's an easy bucket the Bears get taken away from him on the clock. That's the second or third clock issue we've had. At least the second time we've stopped for a clock issue. Right? I think that's the second time, Ron. Is that right? Second time we've stopped for clock issues here. Hopefully they'll get that figured out. Bearver leads 39-23. That just took a bucket away from the Bears here. Gav Franck straight away goes to Litchford, left wing. Litchford back to Gav. Gav fakes a 3, back to Litchford. Left wing into the corner to Tristan. Tristan down low to Gunner. Gunner out to Franck. 3 on the way for Franck. Oh, just rattled out. Gunner Sorensen right there. Doesn't even come down. Catches the ball in the air and puts it right back up and in. Gunner having a great game. Very active here tonight. Gives the Bears a 41-23 lead. 32.3 seconds left. Right wing, Trevor Rose. Rose picked up by Tristan. Tries to go backdoor to Larson. Nothing there. Now to Russell, to Larson in the left corner. Straight away to Stanford. Gav goes for the steal. Almost gets it. Russell gets it back. Shoots a 3. No good. And Spencer Larson runs it down for Morgan. He hands it down Stanford. 10 seconds left. Bears lead by 18. 41-23. Great first half by the Bears. Cade Russell attacks Franck, spins, and they're going to say Gap hand checked him. Looked like great defense to me. That's 17 foul. Russell's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 1-on-1. I thought that was good defense by Gab Franck. It's going to be Gab's second. 17 foul. Coach Hunt wants to know about that because he says Russell's using a little bit of an arm bar on it to free himself here. Front end, good for Russell. Again, Russell, good looking sophomore. He is a good player. 41-24, Bears lead. Cade Russell to shoot the second. Second one on the way, also good. 3 seconds left here. Into Gav. Gav quickly up court, lets one fly from half court, and he got it. Gav Franck from half court for 3. How about that, Bear fans? He banked that baby in. The bank is open. And at halftime, your Bearver Bears lead 44-25, taking Morgan out behind the woodshed for a good beating. Again, at halftime, your Bears up 44-25. What a nice start for the Bears here. Great first half. We're going to take about a 3-minute break, Bear fans. We'll be back with some stats, keys in the second half, and what the state tournament looks like here. From I know all games aren't wrapped up, but we'll give it a look and see who the Bears will play in the first round. Again, you listen to 104.9 FM. Your Bears lead 44-25 at halftime against the Morgan Morgan Trojans. Don't go anywhere, Bear fans. We'll be right back. Bear River basketball fans, it is halftime here at Morgan High School. It's senior night for the Morgan Trojans, and the Bears are not very. They're kind of rude guests, if you'll say that. Bears lead 44-25. It has just been an old-fashioned beating out behind the woodshed. The Bears are treating Morgan like a rented mule here in the first half. Tristan Hartfelt with 20. Yeah, I said it, 20 in the first half. He's got 4 threes. He's 4 for 6 from three-point land. He just continues to shoot like a house on fire. And Bears, I'll tell you what. Here's what the Bears are doing phenomenally well tonight. They're shooting free throws. I mean, shooting free throws great. They've missed 1, and they've attempted. Let's see, real quick here. 7, 8. They're 13 for 14 from the free throw line in the first half. And again, Tristan Hartfelt with 20. Mike Litchford with 8. Gunnar Sorensen with 10. Nate Dowley with 1. Mason Anderson with 2. For the Morgan Trojans, leading scorer sophomore Cade Russell. He has 12. Russell has looked really solid here for the Trojans. Trevor Rose, who really torched the Bears in Garland a few weeks ago. I think he had 20. He had 3. He has 3. Caden Butterfield with 2. Dallin Stanford, their leading scorer, with 4. Josh Stredbeck with a 2. And Brock Spence with a 2. Again, Bears lead 44-25. This is what I expect from this Bear River basketball team. Morgan 7-12 on the season, 2-4 in region. Bears are 13-7, 4-3 in region play. This is exactly what I expected Bear River to do. But I thought, where it's a rivalry game, Morgan played them really tough in Garland. I thought, it could be a good game. Well, credit Bear River for not letting it be a good game. Our freshman or sophomore JV lost, and his varsity team could have easily come out uninspired and gotten beat. But you know what? They're not going to. So they're in total control. So let's hope it continues in the second half, and they don't let Morgan seize the momentum, and the Bears just keep rolling. Right now, standings in Region 11, Juan Diego. It looks like they're going to win this thing. Juan Diego and Logan both have to play Ben Lomond. That's all they have left. So Ben Lomond hasn't won a region game. It's 2-19 on the season. I would expect Juan Diego and Logan to both win. So it'll finish Juan Diego first, Logan second, Bear River third, Morgan fourth, and Ben Lomond fifth. And oddly enough, in my opinion, 3 of the best 5 teams in the state of Utah are right here in this region in 3A. Juan Diego, Logan, and Bear River. They are all great basketball teams. This is if the season ended today, and based on how things are stacked up, I don't see a lot changing. But if the season ended today, this is what it would look like. Logan would host Carbon, Dixie would host Stansbury, Union would host Cedar, Richfield would host your Bear River Bears. These games are on February 20th at home sites, at the higher seed home site, the better seeded home site. Grantsville would host Pineview, which I think Pineview would smoke Grantsville. Canyon View would host this Morgan team. Juan Diego would host North St. Pete, and Desert Hills would host Tooele. That's a dangerous game for Desert Hills right there. Tooele has a second leading scorer in the state and a heck of a ball player in Ace Hymas. That'll be a fun one to watch, Bear fans. But, I like this matchup. You know what? Logan can take care of Dixie in the second round if they get hot. I still think Dixie's the best team in the state, but I think Logan-Dixie second round in the quarterfinals at SUU. That game will be played on the Thursday, February 25th. Whoa, that would be a fun game, Bear fans. And then your Bear River Bears would play, if they beat Richfield, would play the winner of Union and Cedar. And I actually think Cedar as a 4 seed could upset Union, who's the 1 seed. We'll see how that pans out, Bear fans. But again, your Bear River Bears are going to have to go to Richfield to play in that opening round. So pack up the car, pack up the kids, and Saturday at 7 p.m. in Richfield, that's when you're on February 20th is when your Bears will play next, regardless if they win here or lose here tonight. But you know what? They're in total control, 45-25. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Let stations identify themselves. We'll be back for the second half. You listen to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. This is Clint Payne, and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere, Bear fans.
Mayhem is everywhere. I'm Body Paint. You and your buddies have slathered me from face to feet, crafting the word defense across the canvas of your belly. But now, you're driving to the game and realizing you might be allergic to me. Your eyes water. Well, and can you even see that stop sign? Get Allstate.
Hi, this is Gary Huber of Allstate. Life, auto, homeowner insurance. We can do it all. Give me a call at 257-5320 and we'll help you win with your insurance. And go Bears.
Do you know when your home wiring and electrical system was last inspected? Or do you have an electrical job you've been meaning to take?
Ready to Eat Cereal Plant is located right here in Fox-Elder County. They are committed to providing your family a great variety of high-quality, value-priced cereal products, including cinnamon Children's Roasters, Marshmallow Mateys, and Mini Schooners.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome back, Bear River basketball fans. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. This is Clint Payne. I'm broadcasting live from Morgan High School, home of the Morgan Trojans. Big regional level rivalry game here tonight. And so far it has been all Bear River. Your Bears lead the Morgan Trojans 44-25. Great first half by the Bears. Bears start in the second half the same way. Tristan Hartfeld, Bridger Buse, Nate Daly, Gunnar Sorensen, and Mike Litchford. Only a couple substitutions made in the first half there. Most of them came in late in the second when the Bears got out with that big lead. Again, it's going to be, we're waiting on the officials here. We're all ready to go. The clock's run out and the officials seem to be out getting themselves a hot dog. There's one of them and they're waiting for the other two. I don't know what's going on here. The one official, he's ready to go and his cohorts aren't out here.
That would have been us. We would have got a team.
I don't know what was going on there. We're still waiting on one more. We still only have two officials here, but Bears lead 44-25. Third quarter is ready to get underway, and here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah, he's just finishing his hot dog and set his nachos down here to come call a game. Into the backcourt to Tristan. Bears working from right to left on the radio dial. Tristan crosses the timeline, being dogged by Butterfield. Hands to Nate down. There's a foul on Butterfield. Second on Butterfield. First team foul on the Trojans in the second half. This approach, I don't know why people think that if they're, because Tristan's, not real tall, they think if they bully Tristan around, they'll fold. They should know better than that. All you had to do was watch last season, this season. Litchford, inbounded from Tristan. Oh, and Tristan is annihilated by 4, and they're going to call it on him. Yeah, they called it on him. Wow, thank goodness. Butterfield again, not Tristan. That was just a shoulder to the chest. Third on Butterfield. Gonna be second team foul. Tristan inbounds. Goes low to Litchford. Litchford with great position up and in. Too easy. Nice assist from Tristan. Litchford with the easy bucket. Litchford's got double figures. Biggest lead of the game here for the Bears. 46-25. Morgan student section very quiet. The whole gym very quiet now. Trevor Rose with the screen and roll from Spees, and they're going to get from Spence, and they're going to get Spence for an offensive foul. Spence with an illegal screen. That's going to be 4 on Spence. That's going to be the 4th on Brock Spence. Third team foul on the Trojans here already. Again, coming out with some real physical attitude. They trail the Bears 46-25. Tristan Hartfeld straight away to Litch to Gunner. Gunner back to Tristan, right wing. Tristan attacks, hands it out to Nate. Nate, a 3 on the way from Nate Daly. No good. Back iron, rebounded by Rose. Rose, full head of steam across the timeline, crossover dribble to right, kicks it out to Stanford. Stanford out to Ovard. Ovard going to reset for the Trojans. Your Bears lead 46-25. 7:08 left here. Spence goes baseline, nowhere to go. Stanford to Butterfield. Butterfield right wing to Ovard. Ovard guarded by Hartfeld. And they're going to, almost a 5-second count. Left wing to Butterfield. Butterfield straight away to Rose. Rose fakes the 3. Nowhere to go. Right wing, Butterfield, or to Stanford. Stanford to Spence. Spence out here to Butterfield. And we have, let's see. I don't know. We don't know who this is on here. White 10. That's on Stanford. A moving screen on Stanford. 4. Boy. Morgan playing at home. They're not getting the calls. Playing this ultra physical style. Just not going to get the calls. Round the back dribble from Tristan. Morgan in a man-to-man now. Tristan going to call play here out by the timeline. High post to Litch. Litch fakes to Tristan. Goes left, looks back door, nothing there. Hands to Buse. Buse. Screen and roll with Litch. Out to Nate Daly, left corner. Nate. All the way out to Gunner. Gunner to Bridger. Bridger to Nate. Nate. Easy layup. Blows it. Oh, wow. Rebounded by Spence. Nate Daly just needed to kiss that off the glass. Spence to Stanford. Stanford quickly across the timeline into the corner to Ovard. Ovard fouled by Gunner. Going to be the first on Gunner. First team foul of the half here on the Bears. 6:07 left in third. Your Bears lead 46-25. It is all Bear River Bear fans. Hey, Bear fans, you know about Post cereals that make all your favorites. Fruity Pebbles, Honey Bunch Oats, Honeycomb, and more. They're your neighbors, too, located in Tremont, just like me and you. Inbound to Spence, left-handed layup on the right side, up and in for Spence. That's Spence's second bucket. He's got 4 fouls and 4 points. Bears lead 46-27. Morgan in a man-to-man defense. Butterfield going to guard Tristan. Tristan, left-hand dribble, high post, Litch, backdoor cut, Buse up, in, and the foul. Oh, he missed the layup, so it doesn't count. Fouled, though. He's going to the free throw line to shoot 2. I thought that thing was in for sure, but he just grabbed his arm and yanked it down. Comes Mason Anderson going to check into the game. Foul's going to be on number 2, Braxton Ovard, his 4th as well. 5th team foul on the Trojans. First one up and in by Bridger. First point of the game by Buse. Bears continue that hot free throw shooting. Bears lead 47-27. Bridger going to shoot the second one here. Again, Bears in total control. This Region 11 rivalry game. Bridger, second one on the way. Good. Mason Anderson going to check in for Bridger Buse. Buse going to come sit by Coach Hunt for a second, get a few instructions. I'm not sure why they pulled him out. Coach giving him just a little bit of instruction here. Going to be Morgan basketball. Spencer Larson into Russell. Russell into the game. And Cade Russell had 12 in the first half. Russell right wing to Trevor Rose. Rose guarded by Litchford. Pump fakes Litchford and attacks. Litchford fouls him. Way out front here. Tough matchup for Litchford. It's going to be only second on Mike, so he's doing well in that category. Second foul on Litchford, or first foul on Litchford, second team foul here on the Bears. Second foul on Litchford as well. Sorry about that, Bear fans. Morgan inbound, way out by the timeline. Spencer Larson, right wing to Cade Russell. Russell guarded by Mason. And we have another illegal screen on Morgan. Wow. Is that on Spencer Larson? It is. Second on Larson, 6th team foul. The student sections doesn't like that. They're giving the take his whistle chant here, but that official is seeing something he does not like when they're setting screens. Tristan in the backcourt. Crossover dribble on Larson. Tristan calls the play, goes down the right sideline to Gunner. Free throw line extended. Gunner fakes to Nate, goes right wing to Mason. Mason straight away to Nate, hands left wing to Tristan. Tristan guarded by Larson. Tristan looking for Litchford, backs it out. Tristan attacks and he's fouled by Larson. That's 7. It's 3 on Larson. Tristan's going to go to the free throw line and shoot the one and. Again, not the guy you want to shoot. Or foul. Bears lead 48-27. Tristan's got 20 here, and he had a 20 at halftime. Again, Tristan a 90% free throw shooter. Front end, get in. He got it. Snuck in. Tristan on the night here so far is 7 for 7 from the free throw line. Nate Dowley coming out. Bridger Buse coming in. Tristan's got 21. Tristan shoot the second. Hopefully I didn't jinx him here by saying that he's 7 for 7, and he got it. Make that 8 for 8. Bears lead 50-27. Cade Russell across the timeline, guarded by Mason Anderson. Right wing to Stredbeck. Stredbeck straight away to Trevor Rose. Left wing, Russell, he attacks left-handed and fouled by Gunner. It's going to be on the drive. Could be on Mason, but I'm pretty sure it was on Gunner. He stepped in there. Oh, they're going to call it a Mason for the hand check. Sure looked like Gunner from here. First on Mason. 3rd team foul, 3 out of the corner, rebounded by Buse. Buse quickly up court. Oh, nice pass to Mason Anderson, left-handed in. Too easy. Nice pass by Buse. Mason Anderson, good finish. Second bucket for Mason. He got 4. Bears lead 52-27. 3 on the way from Russell. Back iron and rebounded by Mason. This is getting really ugly, really fast, Bear fans. Gotta love it. Buse gonna attack, and no foul. Oh, there's the foul late coming in, and I can't believe they didn't call it. Yeah, Buse got fouled. It was just really late coming in. On Trevor Rose, first on Trevor Rose. 8-team foul here on the Trojans. And Bridger Buse going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Mike Litchford's got to stay on the court here. I have to tell you, he shoots the first one. Oh, they said he's got something's wrong with his shoe here. That's why they're pulling him out. Litchford's going to fix his shoe, but Marshall coming in anyway. First free throw by Buse, no good. Marshall in for Litchford while Litchford fixes his shoe. Marshall's got to get there. Tell him get here on the block. Second one by Buse. Buse toes the charity stripe. A little bend to the knees, gentle arc, and it's in. Buse has 3 on the game. Balloons his Bear River lead up to 53-27. High post, Stanford. Stanford looking for Russell, and then he throws it almost away. Russell was able to track it down for Morgan. Straight away to Rose. Rose looking for Stradback. Gunnar Swanson right with him. Out to Russell. Mason Anderson on Russell. Mason good matchup for Russell. He's long. Mason can stay with him, getting the hand up on the shots. Stredbeck, 2, no good. Rebounded by Tristan. Tristan fakes the long pass and spins. Hands to Marshall at the free throw line, out to Mason, left wing. Tristan guarded by Tucker Skinner now. They're going to try everybody on Hartford here tonight. Mason at the free throw line. Nowhere to go. Goes backdoor for Tristan. No. Tristan comes and gets it. Nice roll by Marshall, and Tristan threw a little high off Marshall's hand, but then off Stredbeck's hand. Going to be Bear River basketball. Into the game for Morgan, number 11, Matthew Pace coming in. Pace is 6'2" senior. Or junior, I apologize. 6'2" junior. Into Bridger. Bridger to Marshall, down low, great position. Baby hook Marshall, left it short. Oh, you got to finish that, Pond. Rebounded by Russell. Russell quickly up to Trevor Rose. He attacks right wing, pull up jumper, fade away, no good. Tristan's pushed in the back by Stredbeck, but Marshall Pond comes down with it. He gets it to Tristan. Tristan surveys the scene. Oh, beautiful pass to Mason. Mason to Gunner. Gunner misses the layup, but he's fouled. Fouled by Trevor Rose. 2 on Rose. 19 foul on the Trojans. Going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Gunner had 10 in the first half, hasn't scored here in the second. Bears lead at 53-27. Gunner front, first one, in. Gunner's got 11 here. 54-27. Second one for Gunner. Long, you can see it, back iron. Rebounded by Marshall though. Great play by Pond. Out to Tristan. Tristan fakes the 3, attacks baseline, kicks it out to Gunner. Gunner attacks and misses the layup. And rebounded, that's rebounded by Pace. Gunner comes out of bounds and tries to take it from him. He said you fouled him. Going to be second on Gunner, 14 foul here on the Bears. Bears lead at 54-27. Bears in complete control since the half here. Bears on a 10-2 run to open the third. Again, 10-2 run to open the third. Right wing, Stredbeck, nowhere to go. Straight away to Pace. Pace, left wing to Russell. Russell had a great first half. Been quiet here. Mason Anderson doing a good job on him. Mason fouls him on that one. Second on Mason, 15 foul on the Bears. Going to be Morgan basketball. Stredbeck inbound. Morgan working from left to right on the radio dial. Bears lead at 54-27. Again, Bears in complete control. Caden Peterson into the game for Rose. Peterson, a 5'11 junior. Then Stredbeck to throw in to inbound. Stredbeck looking for somebody, anybody. Goes to Russell. Russell fakes the 2-point jumper into the corner to Skinner. Skinner attacks right-handed into Pace. Pace thinks about the 3, thinks better. Picked up by Marshall Pond. Out to Skinner, out to Russell. Russell attacks. And a little floater by Russell, up and in. Off the glass. I don't think the bank was meant to be open on that. This is what happened. Tristan at half court, goes right wing to Buse. Buse straight away to Gunner. Gunner in the corner to Tristan. Tristan looks for Pond, pull up jumper, free throw line, got it. And then Tristan they could have called the foul too. Tristan lands on his back. Bears lead 56-29. Tristan on fire, Bear fans. Left wing, Pace. Pace doesn't want anything to do with the ball. It's a hot potato. He gets back to Tucker Skinner. Right wing to Russell. Russell's the only Morgan player out here really that wants the ball in his hands. Pace, right wing to Skinner. Skinner guarded by Hartfeld. Pick and roll with Stredbeck. And Tristan fights through that, but they're going to call Gunner for holding him up. Nice hedge by Sorensen. I thought that was fine. Sorensen hedged the screen, and they called the foul on Sorensen. Third on Sorensen. 16 foul. Jake Dowley checking in for Tristan. Tristan leaves with 24 here. Hit 20 at halftime. Bears lead 56-29. 1:58 here left in the third. Going to be Morgan basketball. After the foul on Sorensen, that's 3 on Gunner. So Jake Dowley enters the game for his first action. Stredbeck, straight away to Russell. Oh, Mason went for the pickpocket and didn't get it. And Russell takes the 3, misses, gets his own rebound, misses that as well. And Nate Dowley comes down with it. Quickly up court to Gunner. Gunner's going to attack Cade Russell and just back him in and finish. Nothing Cade Russell can do about that. Gunner Sorensen, just country strong Bear fans, finishing at the rim. 58-29, Bears lead. Wow. 29, they've doubled Morgan here. And we've got Jake Dowley trying to fight through a pick by Cade Russell. Says he pushed Russell. Going to be the first on Jake. Going to be the 17th foul. Russell going to go to the free throw line and shoot the 1-and-1. Hey, Bear fans, no reason to go to the big city to put up with aggressive car salesmen who don't listen to your need. Come into Crump Reese Motor Company. They're different in a good way. Go see Kobe and his friendly staff there at Crump Reese Motor Company. Russell hits the front end. He's got 15 for the Trojans. 58-30, your Bears lead. Russell, second one on the way, got that too. Bears lead 58-31, 1:33 left here in the third. Bridger Buse, right wing. Crossover dribble on Caden Peterson. Left wing to Mason. Mason going to attack and finish. He just, again, there's another example of it. Russell is a good offensive player, but he is outmatched on the defensive end. Not a great defender. 60-31, your Bears lead. Mason just too long for Russell in that one-on-one matchup. Good take by Mason. Tucker Skinner, right wing to Cade Russell. Russell, left hand, spins on Mason. Jumper up and in. Again, see, great offensive player. The Bears, he's just trading baskets though here. Bears up 60-33. 55 seconds left in the third. Jake Dowley walks it across the timeline. Actually gets it to Buse, who walks it across the timeline. Buse, crossover dribble, attacks up and misses the layup. Rebounded by Skinner. Buse having a hard time finishing. Skinner stolen by Buse. Great job by Buse. Now the ball's on the floor, and what do we got? A jump. Jake Dowley and Tucker Skinner getting into it. They're gonna. Coach calls Jake Dowley off. Nate Dowley jumps in there, grabs the basketball. I don't know what the call is here. Officials telling Coach Hunt, thank you for getting Jake. Jake was thrown to the ground there. We'll see what the call is. They're going to call it a jump. Okay, both players getting into it. It's going to be Morgan basketball in the alternating possession. Bears lead 60-33. 37 seconds left here in the third. Straight back into the backcourt to Caden Peterson. Peterson hands to Russell. Almost over and back there on Russell. Russell, left-handed dribble around Mason. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Buse. Buse surveys the court. Crosses half court. Crosses over Caden Peterson. Floater by Buse. No good. Nate Dowley comes out of there with the rebound. Fade away. Good. Nate Dowley. Maybe a little bit of a slop shot, but it goes. Kissed it right off the glass. Bears lead 62-33. 11 seconds left in the third. Bear fans. Right wing. Tucker Skinner for the Trojans, guarded by Jake Dowley. Over to Caden Peterson. Peterson, long three, no good. Air ball, and Russell just tosses it over his head, and it almost goes in at the buzzer. So at the end of three, your Bears beating Morgan like a rug hanging on the clothesline. 62-33. We'll be back after a quick break, Bear fans, with the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. You listen to 104.9, home of the Bear Bears. We'll be right back, folks. 33, your Bear Bears lead going into the fourth quarter, and it's going to be Bear basketball to start the fourth. Bears starting the fourth like this: Mason Anderson, Nate Dowley, Jake Dowley, Bridger Buse, and Gunnar Sorensen. Again, Bears lead 62-33. Backcourt, Jake Dowley with the ball. Working from right to left on your radio dial. Gives it to his brother Nate Dowley after a little screen and roll when Morgan tries to trap him. And then Nate Dowley is fouled by Spence, and that's it. Brock Spence, the big man, going to the bench for the rest of the game. That is 5. 5 on Spence. Spence may get another technical here. He's really talking to the officials there. That's 5 on Spence. Last game for Spence here at home, and he doesn't get to play the fourth quarter. That's unfortunate. Nate Dowley going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. Double bonus after the Spence foul. That's a rough break there. Hey, Bear fans, snowmobile season, we're in it. And we got spring. It sounds like next week we're going to get some warmer weather. Snow going to start to melt. So get your snowmobiles out and enjoy it. If you need an enclosed trailer, CNR Trailer Sales in Tremont, and they have just what you need. 257-1308. CNR Trailer Sales. And Bear fans, if you have questions about home loan financing in Bucks Elder County, Jonathan Roberts in Vision Finance and Mortgage is your guy to call. 257-LOAN. Nate Dowley, first one up and in. Gives the Bears a 63-33 lead. Bears up by 30. Second one by Nate Dowley, good. 64-33, 7:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Ovard, high post to Dallin Stanford. Stanford to Ovard, looking going low on the low block. That is big Dallin Snyder, who just checked in game 6'4" junior. He's fouled by Nate Dowley. Snyder going to go to the free throw line, shoot one in. Second on Nate Dowley. 18 foul on the Bears, so Dallin Snyder going to go to the free throw line, shoot the one in. Litchford back into the game here for Mason Anderson. Tristan back into the game as well for Jake Dowley. Snyder's front end is good. Dallin Snyder First points of the game for him. 64-34 after the first free throw by Snyder. Dallin Snyder, second one. Also good. Snyder's got 2 on the game for the Trojans. Makes it a 64-35 game. Tristan Harpelt, backcourt. Calls the play, guarded by Larson. Left wing, Buse. Buse, straight away. Goes Tristan, left wing. Tristan down low to Litch. Is the double going to come? Baby hook by Litch. Good. With the kiss. Snyder's holding on to Litchford's jersey. Litchford taking exception to that. 66-35. Things just getting chippy now. And when the team gets behind like this, it's, you start playing a little bit chippy. Out to Ovard. Ovard attacks. Floater, left-hander, no good. Rebounded by Nate Daly. Nate, we got a jump ball. Dallin Snyder here is everywhere for Morgan. Morgan basketball in the alternating possession. Dallin Snyder got into it with Litchford on one end, with Nate Daly on the other end here. Morgan with the basketball. Bears lead 66-35. Out to Spencer Larson. Larson straight away to Ovard. Ovard surveys. Goes left to Caden Butterfield. Butterfield nowhere to go. Back to Ovard. Ovard around the back dribble. Tristan just stays with him. Tristan pokes it out of Ovard's hands. Ovard dribbles again over here to the left side to Spencer Larson. Larson goes left wing down Stanford. 3 on the way from Stanford. No good. Rattles out. Just not his night. Gunnar Sorensen to Tristan. Tristan up ahead to Nate Daly. Nate Daly to the rack, and they're going to call the offensive foul on Nate Daly. Stanford slid in there and took the charge. Nate should have probably made one extra pass there. Going to be the third on Nate. 19 foul on the Bears. Stanford straight away to Dallin Snyder. Snyder right wing to Butterfield. Butterfield pull up jumper, no good. You can see it hit the side of the backboard. Tristan with the rebound. Tristan going to take his time now. Coach calls a set play. Tristan in the backcourt. Walking it across the timeline, guarded by Larson. Right wing to Gunnar, hands back to Tristan. Tristan to Gunnar, beautiful give and go. Gunnar misses the layup, tough layup, contested, misses it. It's going to be Morgan basketball. Off Nate Daly's hands. That was a nice play on the give and go. And it truly was just a give and go, beautiful play. Ovard crosses the timeline. Hands to Dallin Snyder, right wing. Snyder to Spencer Larson. Larson out to Butterfield. Straight away to Ovard. Left wing to Snyder. Snyder guarded by Nate Daly. Nate Daly right with him. Ovard out front. Going to reset here. Tristan on him. Goes around the back. Attacks. Nowhere to go. And he throws it away. Going to be Bear River basketball. Right out of Ovard's hands. Out of bounds. I don't know if that was a pass or just slipped out of his hands. Bears lead 66-35. 5:33 left in the game. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. After an 8-6 Morgan lead, it has been all Bear River. Tristan going to attack, and scoop shot, misses. Rebounded by Stanford. Stanford around the back dribble. Tristan maybe hurt himself a little bit coming down there. And 2 on the way from Ovard, and he got it. Ovard's first bucket of the game. Makes it a 66-37 game. Buse going to walk it across the timeline. Coach telling Tristan, be careful there. We don't need you getting hurt right before the state playoffs there. Buse. High post Litch. Litch. Fakes to Tristan. Tried to go back door to Tristan. It was stolen by Snyder. To Ovard, and then Ovard throws it away. Going to be Bear River basketball. Morgan makes a nice play down here with the steal, and then they just throw it away on the other end. Bears lead 66-37. Buse hands to Tristan. He's just dogged by Spencer Larson. Larson knocks it off Tristan out of bounds. All the Bear River fans, including Coach Hunt, want a foul. Tristan went flying out of bounds. It's going to be Morgan basketball. Bears lead 66-37. Morgan, I don't know how much longer you leave Tristan in there. It seems like they might be going for a little, they're playing him very, very physical here. Ovard attacks, left-handed shot up and in. Foul on Tristan. Ovard for 2. Foul on Tristan, I mean second on Harpfeld. 66-39, Bears lead. Ovard going to try to shoot the end one here. Ovard toes the charity stripe. Coach Hunt's going to talk to the official down here, and they call it both ways. They're being super physical with Tristan. 4:48 left in the game. Ovard going to try to make it a 26-point Bear River lead. He does. Yeah, again, Bears lead by 26. I don't think the outcome is in question here. 66-40. Bridger's going to attack. Out to Nate. Nate's going to get a three. No good. And rebounded by Snyder. Nate's had a hard time making threes all season. Just not his shot. Ovard attacks. Back, guarded by Hartfeld. Backs it out behind the three-point line. Gets Spencer Larson left corner. At the Stanford left wing. Into the corner to Ovard. Tristan right with him. Ovard crossover dribble. Going to try to attack. Fadeaway jumper blocked by Hartfeld. Good job by Tristan. Then Tristan throws it off down Snyder's face. And they give Tristan a tee. He was falling out of bounds and threw it off Snyder's face. I don't know. And Coach Hunt says, I want a timeout. Come on over here. So technical on Tristan for throwing the ball. Tristan was going out of bounds. I'm not sure why you call a technical if Coach wants to talk about it too. I think he should talk about it. Coach Hunt says, I want a timeout here. If it's a full, we'll take it. And we'll try to get this sorted out. Waiting for the call to see if it's full or 30 seconds. Officials trying to sort this out here after the technical on Tristan Hartfeld. And I'm not, I mean, Tristan threw it at Snyder's face, but Snyder was on his knees right there right by the out of bounds line. He'd fallen down and Tristan was falling out of bounds and let's let the ball fly. We're not sure still if it's going to be a 30-second or a full, but anyway, the Bears lead 66-40. It is all Bear River here, Bear fans. Morgan actually outscoring the Bears this quarter, though, 7-4. The Bears look a little out of sync here, but I mean, they had a 30-plus point lead. Still trying to figure it out. Both coaches, Brad Matthews and Coach Scott Hunt here at the scorer's table, trying to get it sorted out. Coach Scott Hunt says, how can you call a technical on that? Tristan was falling out of bounds. Coach is very unhappy about the technical call. Stanford going to go to the free throw line to shoot the technical. So Dallin Stanford's going to get two and Morgan will get the ball back. I'm pretty sure Coach Hunt called the timeout here. He wanted the timeout. Wow, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Okay, they called the personal foul on there. Now it makes sense. They called the personal foul on Dallin Snyder for pushing Tristan out of bounds, and then Tristan throwing the ball off his face. They call that a technical. I'm still a little confused how you call the technical because Tristan was falling out of bounds and was just throwing it back in bounds. I mean, did he throw it at Snyder's face? Maybe, but Snyder's face was right there, right there on the end line. Tristan misses the first one. First missed free throw of the night by Tristan. He's got 24 in the game. Tristan toes the charity stripe, misses the second one too. Tristan a little out of sort here. He's a 90% free throw shooter. Looks like Jake Daly will probably come into the game. Nope. They're going to let Morgan. Now we come to this end. Stanford's going to shoot his two technical free throws. First one for Stanford's good. Makes a 66-41 Bear River lead. Stanford's second one on the way, also good. And we have a timeout here on the floor. We knew it was coming. Coach Hunt wanted the timeout. They said, do you want a 30 or do you want a full? And we still don't have that sorted out. Bears lead 66-42 after the two technical free throws by Morgan. And official still has not given us the word if it's 30 or it's a full. So we'll just keep it here, Bear fans, till we figure out what is going on here. It's going to be Bear River. It's going to be Morgan basketball out of the timeout. Your Bear River Bears lead 66-42. Tristan Hartfeld with 24 here on the night. Gunnar Sorensen's got 13. Mike Litchford's got 12. I apologize. Mason Anderson has 6. And Nate Daly has 5. Bridger Buse with 3, and Gavin Franck with a 3. Gavin Franck hit a 3 right at the end of the first half. It was awesome. It was a half-court shot, and he right over in front of the scores table, and man, he went bank on that thing. He just chucked it up and banked her in. So Gavin Franck with his first varsity bucket. That was awesome. Good for Gav. It's going to be Morgan basketball. Morgan's going to be working from left to right on your radio dial. 4:22 in this one. It is definitely out of control. The Bears lead 66-42. It's been all Bear River here. Morgan making a little dent in it in the fourth quarter, but it's too little too late. It's no big deal here. Bears have been in complete control. Right wing, Butterfield looking for a screen from number 12, Dallin Snyder. Snyder really an instigator out there for Morgan. He's getting everybody's face. 3 on the way by Dallin Stanford, and Stanford got it. Makes it a 66-45 game. Tristan hands to Buse. They trap Tristan. Buse attacks. Goes down low to Gunnar Sorensen in the right corner. Back out to Buse. Buse gets his, almost gets his pocket picked. He does. Gets to Litchford, and then Snyder comes out of there. Tristan picks his pocket, and the ball is out of bounds, and thought Tristan might be able to corral it, and he doesn't. It knocked out of bounds in the corner. Morgan basketball. Bear River just lacking that intensity here in the fourth quarter. Morgan outscoring the Bears here. Let's see. 12-4 in the fourth. Coach not going to be happy about the fourth, but you know what? The first 3 quarters were phenomenal. Bears up 66-45. In the corner, Butterfield nowhere to go. Butterfield will step through, and they're going to call a bailout foul on Sorensen or Dally. I can't see who that was on. Looks like it's on Sorensen. It is. It's on Gunner. 4th on Gunner. 10th team foul. Butterfield going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. And we, at this rate, Bear fans, we are going to be here all night. 3:42 left, and this is a whistle. This is a whistle fest. At this, officials need to get kind of get control or let them play, one of the two. First one up by Butterfield is in. Butterfield's got 3 on the game for the Trojans. Makes it a 20-point Bear River lead, 66-46. Butterfield toes the charity stripe for the second one. A little bend of the knees. And that one's flat. You can see it. Butterfield gets his own rebound. Blocked by Gunner. Rebounded by Larson after the block. To Snyder down low to Butterfield. He gets it up and in. Makes it a 66-48 game. Tristan across the timeline. They're looking to trap Tristan. And they do. And Tristan, they fall out of bounds. It's going to be Bear River basketball. Boy, they're really getting into it down there. Ovar rolled on top of Tristan, and now chest bumps him, and we got a timeout. Coach Hunt's going to call a timeout and get Gavin Sorensen in here, or Gavin Franck in here for Tristan before Tristan gets hurt. And that's a full timeout, Bear fans, so we'll take that. With 3:20 left in the game, your Bear River Bears lead the Morgan Trojans 66-48. Things are getting really, really chippy. The Morgan Trojans 66-48. Morgan playing with a lot more energy in this fourth quarter and actually beating the Bears in the fourth quarter here, but the first 3 quarters it was all Bear River. Again, 66-48. Looks like Tristan Hartfeld's going to come out. Gav Franck's going to come in. Things were getting really chippy out there. Morgan being very, very physical with Tristan. A couple of Morgan players rolled over him when he was out of bounds, and just it was kind of getting ugly, and nobody wants any of these. Coach Hunt doesn't want these guys to get hurt, so he's going to pull Tristan out, especially with his as physical and chippy as it was getting. In the game for the Bears, Jake Daly, Gavin Franck, Gunnar Sorensen, Marshall Pond, and Mason Anderson. Down low to Mason Anderson. I think it was to Jake Daly, and Jake wasn't looking. It bounced off Mason's leg, and Ovard came away with it. Ovard guarded by Daly. Screen and roll up top with Butterfield. Nowhere to go. Ovard left-handed dribble straight away to Stanford. Stanford guarded by Mason. Stanford picks up his dribble. Marshall Pond swiped at it, and the ball's loose. And do we have a foul on Ovard? Foul on number 2 in white, or is that on Gunner? Oh, it's on Gunner. They said, they call it on, waiting to see who that was on. I thought they said Tristan's number. It's either on Mason or Gunner. We want some clarification here. Ovard going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2. And ball's out. Misses. Is that on Gunner? They called it on Tristan. Tristan's not in the game. Now they reversed it. There we go. It's on Gunner. That was his 5th. So Gunner going to come out. Ovard misses the first one. Gunner taking his time here. Coach Hunt going to talk to him a little bit. They're going to use. They're going to milk this one before Gunner sits out here. Official's going to talk it over. This has been the longest 3 minutes I've ever sat through at a basketball game. The officials just keep this going. Yeah, it's past bedtime here, man. I'll tell you what. Riley Fonsbeck getting his first action in for the Bears. Ovard going to shoot the free throw. I thought there's the first one. He gets it. I thought he already shot that. Apologize, Bear fans. First one for Ovard. Makes it a 66-49 game. As close as Morgan's been their fourth quarter. The Bears played horrible this fourth quarter. Second one up and in for Ovard as well. Makes it a 66-50 game. Jake Daly, right-handed dribble on Larson. He switches to his left. They're looking to trap. Jake Daly, head up, gets to Marshall Pond, left wing, stolen by Ovard. Lazy pass by Marshall. Ovard's going to get an easy layup, and he gets it. Wow. Coach Hunt cannot be happy about this effort here. 66-42. Morgan within 14. Bears led it by 32 at one point. Gav Frank straight away to Riley. Right wing to Jake Daly. Got Marshall in the low block if they wanted. Mason cuts through. Pull-up jumper by Mason off the glass. They said no. And we're going the other way. Foul on Marshall. Marshall sealed his man. Going to be the first on Marshall. And we have another timeout on the court here. Bearver leads 66-52. Full timeout. Bearver wants the timeout. And you know what, Bear fans, we're just going to keep it here. This is some of the craziest officiating in the fourth quarter I ever seen. This is the longest fourth quarter I've ever sat through. Bears were up 32 at one point. They're up 14 now. Bears being outscored here. Bears being outscored in the fourth quarter here. Let's see, 19-4 in the fourth quarter. 19-4. Bears being outscored. It's a good thing they had at the end of 3. It's a good thing they were up 62-33. Again, 66-52 game. Bears just kind of all kinds out of sorts in the fourth quarter. Coach Gary Huber talking to the guys that are on the court here. Hopefully we can just get through this thing. Bears are going to have a break till February 20th. And then they travel to Richfield for the first round of the playoffs, where they'll take on the Richfield Wildcats down there in Richfield, Utah. That should be a fun game. Richfield, pretty solid team, just good, solid, scrappy, hard-nosed basketball team, defensive-minded basketball team. So that'll be a tough one for the Bears. If they win that, they'll take on the winner of Union and Cedar in the quarterfinals on Thursday, February 25th, and that'll be an 11 a.m. game. It's going to be Morgan basketball out of the timeout. 2:21 left in the game. Bears lead by 14. Into the game. Ball is into Ovard. Ovard. Left-handed dribble on Jake Daly. Into the corner to Spencer Larson, left corner. Deeper into the corner to, nice block by Mason Anderson. That was a little backdoor cut to Stanford, and he thought he had an easy layup, and Mason Anderson swatted it out of there. Jake Daly guarded by Larson, and Larson's going to foul him, and they finally call a foul on the Trojans here. The Bears going into the fourth quarter were, they were 19 of 22 from the free throw line, and now they're 21 of 24, or 21-26. Jake Daly to shoot 2. Jake hasn't scored in this game. First one on the way from Jake. Good. First point of the game for Jake. Hey, Bear fans, if you have questions about your prescription, stop in and talk to Eric and his friendly staff at Kent's Market Tremont. Their knowledgeable staff can answer your questions so you can get on your way quicker. Jake misses the second one, knocked out of bounds by Marshall Pond. Bear leads 67-52 with 2:03 left here in the fourth. Again, the longest fourth quarter in the history of high school basketball here. Ovard. Left wing to Larson. Screen and roll with Dallin Snyder. Gets to Snyder. Easy layup. Bears not guarding that at all. This would, there's still a minute 48 and Bears are up by 13, but this would be an epic collapse. And they get Larson again for riding Jake Daly. That's going to be the fourth on Larson. Daly going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Wow. Clock just keeps on stopping him. A lot of fouls being called here on both teams. Jake Daly toes the charity stripe. The official now, Brad Matthews over here from Oregon wants to talk to the official. So we're going to stop play here while they talk it over. He talks it over. Rowe's going to come in for Spencer Larson. That's actually 5 on Larson. Bears up 67-54. Jake Daly to shoot 2. Jake's first one in. Rattles in. Jake's got 2 points here tonight, Bear fans. Bears lead 68-54. Again, Bears led by 32 at one point. Now lead by 14. Jake Daly's second one in. 69-54. Ovard attacks. Left-handed dribble. Gav Frank. Jake Daly at the poke away, and then Gav Frank comes out there with it, and then Jake Daly is tied up by Butterfield. It's going to be Bearver basketball in the alternating possession. Good hustle by Jake Daly and by Gav Frank. Fawn's back out. Caleb Jensen into the game. First time we've seen Caleb in quite some time. Gav looking to get it in. He's got to get it in quickly. And that's a 5-second call. Morgan basketball after the 5-second turnover. He thought he had Marshall. The Bears got to cut to the basketball. This is unbelievable. Again, Bears led by at half 62-33. Getting outscored 21-7 here in the fourth. Ovard crosses over on Gavin, gets it to Rose. Rose attacks and falls down, keeps his dribble, and then now they got him for the got him for the travel. He slid, thought he was going to keep his dribble, but he slid at the end. And that's the travel. Morgan full court press here, 1:25 left. Caleb Jensen looks to trigger. Caleb, he's got Jake Daly on a run out, and Jake catches it and scoops it up and misses the layup. Rebounded by Stanford. Stanford for Morgan. He's going to attack around Marshall Pond, up and in. Makes it a 69-56 game. Jake Daly, 1:11 left in the game. Into the corner to Mason. Mason looking for Caleb, picks his dribble up, hands to Caleb, and Caleb's bumped by Stanford. It's going to be 3 on Stanford. Caleb going to go to the free throw line, shoot 2. 1:01 left in this one. Again, Bears lead 69-56. Good 69-56 lead. Caleb Jensen to shoot 2. First one up and in. First points for Caleb here tonight in the varsity game. Makes it a 70-56 game. Caleb to shoot his second. Also in. 71-56, Bears lead. 1 minute left in this one. Ovard across the timeline. Bears in a 1-3-1. Ovard for 3, no good. Rebounded by Jake Daly. 52 seconds left. Bears going to improve to 14-7 here on the season. Jake Daly attacked by Ovard out there, and Ovard ties him up, or takes the ball away and gets it to Stanford. Another turnover on the Bears. Stanford 3. No good. Rebounded by Gav Franck. And they're going to foul Gav Franck. Rose is going to foul Gav Franck. Gav's going to come down here and shoot 2. Again, Bears lead 71-56. 34 seconds left. 34.6 seconds left. Gav to shoot 2. Gav had that 3-pointer at the end of the first half. It's a half-court shot. He banked it in. Gav, rebound or first free throw, long. You could see it when it left his hands, long. So Gav still has 3. See if he can make his second one here. Bears lead 71-56. Gav to shoot his second. It's on the way and rattles out. So Gav misses both of them. Stanford, now on Stanford. Left wing to Ovard. Ovard nowhere to go. Gav Franck right with him. Ovard attacks left. In the corner to Rose. Rose leans into a 3, no good, and that's off Snyder, out of bounds. This is going to be Bear River basketball. 19.8 seconds left, 71-56. Bears again going to go to 14-7 on the season. Morgan going to go to 7-13. Ball into Gav Franck. Gav splits some defenders. Out to Mason Anderson, right wing. Mason's going to pull it out. Left-handed dribble. Mason into the corner to Jake Daly. Mason could have got a layup there and chose not to. Out to Gav. Gav to Marshall, and that's going to do it. Your Bears are going to win here. And 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that's it. Your Bears victorious 71-56 here at Morgan High School, home of the Trojans. 3 great quarters, 1 terrible quarter, Bear fans. But again, the Bears victorious 71-56. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with Coach Scott Hunt for the coach's post-game show. You're listening to 104.9 FM, home of the Bear River Bears. We'll be back with the coach. Don't go anywhere, Bear fans.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Hi, this is Suzanne from Focus Floral with a quick reminder that your Valentine deserves a beautiful bouquet designed with lots of love and delivered with extra care. Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. Call us or just stop in at Focus Floral and we will be glad to help you. So don't put off what you can do today.